So to solve number 25 or any other problem, you want to first assess the equation. So what we do notice is that we have a trinomial, a quadratic trinomial, because there's a squared and there's 3 terms. We have a quadratic trinomial on one side of the equal sign, but on the opposite side of the equal sign, we also have a -2. Now for us to solve for the variable, we need to have it equal to 0 so we can apply that 0 property rule. Therefore, we want to move that -2 to the other side of the equal sign so that we can have a 0 on one side of the equal sign. So that means this will become 0 because -2 plus 2 is 0. And if we combine the left side, it will be 2r squared plus 9r plus 9. And that will equal to 0. Now, since we have a quadratic trinomial on the left side, now what we can do is we can factor to find the r values. So to factor, you want to identify your a and c and your b value. So your a and c, a is 2 and c is 9. So 2 times 9 is 18. And we know their v value is 9. The two numbers that multiply need to create 18, but if you combine, it has to equal 9, which is 6 and 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 plus 3 is 9. Now, we have to look at our a value. Since our a value is 2, we need to divide by 2. So 6 over 2 is 3. And then your other value is 3 over 2. So if we create the expressions, if we simplify that quadratic trinomial to our binomial expressions, it will be r plus 3 and r plus 3 over 2 equals 0. Now some of you are accustomed to moving the 2 to the front of r, and that's fine. So you can recreate your expression, and it's 2r plus 3 equals 0, and r plus 3 will also equal 0. So if you now apply the 0 property rule, you'll get r plus 3 equals 0. And you'll also have 2r plus 3 equal to 0. And that's your other expression. Now if you solve for r, you subtract 3, r equals -3. Here, if you subtract 3 and isolate the r, you'll get r equals -3/2. So my two answers are r equals -3, r equals to -3/2. Now, some of you may have already concluded that you don't even need to move the 2 to the front, and you are kind of correct. When we're solving for the variable, we can go from r plus 3 over 2 instead of equal to 0 rather than going to the next step. Then as we isolate, we subtract 3/2. And notice my answer is equivalent to when you multiply 2 and you get 2r plus 3. So you can choose whatever strategy you like, but in the end, our answers are, our solution is r equals -3 over 2 and r equals -3.